Hi and welcome. This is Archana here with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming everyone to my channel with all my love and all my heart. It feels so good to be in front of the camera after a bit of a hiatus. I'd taken a vacation to India for about a month or so, and I only had some pre-recorded things. So I got back here and Spirit said, no way, Archana, are you just going to continue lounging around? It's just been a couple of days since I came here. And today, no tarot cards, no oracle, but the message was coming so strongly as I was driving in to see my podiatrist, overexertion of my leg. And as I was sitting there, these signs started to come. And immediately I felt deep within that there's a message coming through. This was not going to be that I'm going to be pulling out tarot or I'm going to be opening up oracle cards and starting that up. So I started to make notes as soon as I landed, and I was waiting. As I'm waiting in all these stations at different places at my podiatry and through the travel, I was receiving a lot of downloads. So here I am. What I am doing today is just bringing forth the messages for you, your higher self, something that you need to know, something that your soul is wishing to hear at this time, perhaps a confirmation, a reconfirmation, perhaps some clarity, perhaps something where you are feeling not very hopeful, where you're not feeling very joyful. Perhaps you need that little bit of the boost that's coming in. Okay, so that is what I'm bringing forth. So I started to make notes on my phone, and I'm going to begin with that. I'm going to give you number synchronicities. I'm going to also talk about some of the things that I saw that are very, very pertinent, to this particular message that I'm bringing forth today. So let's first start with right now. I'm feeling that you are going through some sort of a mental conflict or a mental turbulence or some sort of perhaps even an indecision. I'm feeling like some sort of a split, like should I go this way, should I go that way? I don't know which direction to go and don't have enough information. I've been doing the things, whether it's at your work. I'm sensing something for your work that you've been putting in some time and energy in a certain direction, and things have not completely manifested the way that you had hoped that they would. And you're getting tired of the word patience, patience, patience. Enough of that patience. Okay, that's one. And I'm sensing that there have been a lot of distractions that have taken place for you. Okay. So I'm feeling like interference energies. I'm feeling like there have been things that were quote unquote interfering with your mental thought pattern. So you couldn't really calm your energy. You couldn't really come towards a place of being centered. Perhaps you're worried about what's taking place externally. You're worried about what's taking place politically, how it's going to impact economically. Take it how it resonates. Many of you are from different, all across the globe. So that's the starting point of this message. So the first number that came up was 13177. So number 13s are important. So if you're seeing the number 13, you're seeing the number 7s, especially in double digits. It's really pointing you towards something. The angels are asking you to pay attention to something, to kind of, let's break down number 13. Okay. Number 13 is the energy of transformation. It's the death card in tarot. So some things are needing to have a rebirth, are needing to end. Okay. There's some aspect. It could be in a job. It could be in a relationship. It could be within the self where your emotions have been. Perhaps you've been, holding on to a certain emotional body, going through that connection to that emotional self. Does it make sense? Like, okay, if I'm feeling low, I'm constantly repeating that, they did this to me. And then I make myself, I feel bad. I feel hurt. I feel angry, right? So that's like a repetitive kind of a energy. And I feel that part is coming to an end. Okay, so I feel if you're seeing the 13s, that part is coming to an end. It's transforming. And I'm seeing a white rose as I'm just literally looking in front of the camera. White rose represents beauty and transformation of the soul. So if there's some of a tricky and a sticky situation in your life, it's coming to an end. It's coming to a closure. It's transforming. Okay. If it's in your love life, your situation, and you've been going back and forth with that is transforming. Okay, that is transforming. The initial message that had started to come as I was driving to the doctors was for twin flames, because the next word actually on the freeway on something was something about twin valley, and that's when things started to kind of pop up on my head, like, whoa, is there a message coming in, spirit? And then I started to feel that gut feeling and clear sentience, so I started to feel it in my body. So perhaps it's a message if you're asking about a twin flame, take it how it resonates. But the twin energy to me is very representative of your masculine and the feminine. It's integrating of the polarity. It's integration of two polar energies. And I want to show you a picture that I took because it was in accordance with what was coming. So where is it? Have a look at it. It says biohazard. So don't look at the biohazard. Look at how it's showing one, and then another, and then there's a peak. So if you look at it, it's the masculine, the feminine, the left brain, the right brain, and then there's a circle in the center which speaks of unity. And as you unite your polar energies, look at what you're opening up to. You're opening up to the universal energy coming in, and that is your pop-in third eye. Oh, look at that. These are the messages I get when I'm looking at it. Oh, that was like cool. This has happened like the first time, like such intense energies and messages coming in. So perhaps you are going to be having a shift in your twin flame dynamic. I'm going to touch upon it a little bit later because I'm getting more of the general messages. So I want to kind of go there. So if it's about your twin flame or about your career, something with a career that's coming up, very big money. So there've been some money issues in the sense of money stream has not been really very flowy. Okay, let's put it this way. There've been a lot of hiccups in it. And I'm definitely picking that up a lot also for entrepreneurs. So, you started your own entrepreneurial business. It's just been kind of more like a dumb, and we always have business cycles, but this time I was feeling like, I think when the business cycle went down or when things were not manifesting, you kind of lost hope and faith. So here comes a part. It says here, clear pathway, because that message popped in front of my eyes. Clear pathway, as those words, something about clear pathway. So I got the message for you in whatever that area is, your pathways are being cleared. Okay. And there was like this whole, what was it? It was a painting. And they were showing me, because I'm like staring at it and it's literally staring back at me. And I'm like, oh, a message. Okay. Oh, a message. So I started typing, and it was showing me the sunrise at the end. There was a clear pathway that was being shown. Okay. So there is a pathway through the vineyards. Okay. So there was a pathway through the vineyards, and it's very clear. It's not very rocky, and it leads up and you see this beautiful sunrise. This is a message that's coming. So the pathway you're on, or the things that you're doing, things that are showing up for you, you may feel like nothing's happening. A lot is happening. There is abundance, there is growth, and you have to continue to take the steps that you're guided to, because you are walking your path, your destined path. Okay. So that was another message. Then number 13 came up big. I talked about it, and I'll talk about it. Another click that came in for me was, I'm born on the 13th. So the message I wrote here was, if you are seeing your birthday number, what you're being asked to do is to pay attention to what you were reading at that time, what you were listening to, perhaps who you were hanging out with, what the conversations were, or you were thinking about. Because it's kind of important to reflect back on if your birthday number 13, yes, I mentioned about that. But if your birthday number is showing up, pay attention to that. Because immediately what came to me was, just giving you my example, I'm born on the 13th, right? So I've talked about the tarot and the death card. I was on the plane, I met these entrepreneurs, we were talking about this amazing stuff about podcasting, and it's been ruminating in my mind that this is what I want to do. I want to get into the speaking, have platforms where I'm going to talk, organize speaking. And it's been on my mind for the last 5 or 6 months, but it's just been kind of going in and out. I haven't really followed through, etc., etc. So there was this podcaster sitting next to me, and we started to talk. So it was already on my mind. We're exchanging numbers, and that we're going to get together and we'll talk. And then I was something showed up on my Facebook and it talked about, the 4 steps through podcasting, etc. And boom, right at that time, out of the corner of my eye, I didn't realize the number on my door was 13 something. And then there was another on this side. The painting had the number 13 something. So that's where I'm putting the 2 and 2 together, or 2 and 2 and 2 together. Okay. So if you're seeing that, so I already got the guidance for me. So see that for you. The guidance is, okay, Archana, it's perhaps time to now really explore, because that's the new direction, or that's your pathway that you're meant to get on. Yes, all these other things were part of it. So pay attention to that. And for some of you, it may be a direct thing. If you've been thinking of podcasting, you've been thinking about speaking, you've been looking at platforms for speaking, the answer through this video is yes. Yes. So that's what your guidance is coming for. And for others, if you're seeing your birthday number, which of course doesn't have to be 13, pay attention to what you were thinking about, because the angels, your high self, are giving you signs and prompting you towards exploring a certain aspect. Okay, so that's important. Oh, yes, some of you, the messages, maybe traveling. Maybe travel is on the cards or on the agenda or not on the agenda. It's definitely coming up. I saw 4 planes, and it was just like hanging in there. And I'm like, why am I seeing the planes? And I'm like waiting, tick tock. Okay, when's my appointment gonna come? And I'm like in my zone, putting my feet up. They already put like almost a semi-cast, and here I am, piping, smiling, happy, like, okay. And I see the 4 planes. And then I got 2 messages from there. Some of you are definitely traveling. Some of you may be traveling for work. One big message came, someone is traveling to see you. And that someone is someone important to you, someone you have been wishing and wanting a reconnection with. That's coming through. That's coming in. Air travel is big. Okay, either you're doing that, or if it's not in the agenda, suddenly you'll see that you're making plans, and your work is sending you. There may be also a partnership that takes place through air travel. Okay, that was just an instant message that came in. That's another one. Okay, then appreciation. The word appreciation came in 3 or 4 times. So appreciation is, ouch, hold on, been standing on my foot. Let me just switch my foot gear a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Appreciation. So appreciation for everything you do is coming to you. Okay? So people around you are going to see you for what you bring. If you haven't been appreciated, appreciation's coming to you. And for some of you, people appreciate you, they haven't really said it. So open your heart to allow the appreciation to come in. If there's people around you who want to help you, who want to offer a loving hand, a kind word to help you. Don't be closed off and saying, no, I don't need it. I need to do everything on my own. It's wonderful to be strong, but it's even more wonderful to be vulnerable and to be open to receiving the help and support. Because when you open your arms and say, I open my arms to receive, what you're telling the universe is, yes, I'm ready to receive the support. So send me support. Send me the money. Send me the opportunity. Send me that love vibration. Send me that perfect job that I want, that perfect career that I want. You got to be open to that. Okay? So that's another message that's come in. What else? Oh, yes. People around you are going to appreciate you and will want to show that to you in some way. Yeah. Sweet, kind words, gestures, lunches. Perhaps someone does something for you. It'll come up in different ways for you. So be open to that. And then in your heart, to say thank you. Of course, you're going to say it. But in your heart, there would be a confirmation that you are grateful. You're happy that these things are taking place for you in your life. Okay? So, here comes a message for the twin flames. Yes, because this was wonderful. The kind of messages I get. This was like cool. I love it. This was for a twin flame connection. So if you're in your twin flame journey, or you're in a twin flame connection, this is a specific message. There is a refreshing of the heart energy. There is a refreshing of the heart energy. What do I mean by that? I sense the energy of renewal. I sense the energy of rejuvenation. And this is coming forth after a period of healing. So there must have been separation. There must have been some pain that was kind of come up to the surface for the wounds to be healed. I feel like either your twin's going to come and speak with you or communicate with you, but now the communication is going to be more healing. It's going to be more from a healed, relatively healed. Okay, we're always going through periods of healing and going through the inward period, right? So that was a specific message for the twin flame connection. Now, I do see that some of you are really going to be spreading your wings, okay, and taking off. There was definitely a plane and the wings were spread out, and I just saw the eagle flying above. And I do see you spreading your wings. So perhaps you'll get like a little bit more responsibility at your work. You may, get a promotion. You may get something where you have more responsibility and also more appreciation and more bonuses coming in, a higher income. If you are an entrepreneur and maybe you get a new business, a product idea, you want to launch a product idea or start it in a different way, which will bring you a different stream of income. But I see you now overcoming that part of the fear, the hesitancy, or feelings of feeling like in a loop, like perhaps you've been in your comfort zone, and I see you rising and spreading your wings. Okay, that was one. Okay. Okay. Another message was perhaps you could be flying for work. I think I talked about it. Number 101. 101 is important. So if you're seeing the numbers 1 and especially 101, that's important. And right away, what I can tell you with the 101 is ones are about independence. Ones is about the energy of the Aries. It's the first house. It's about how you see yourself. It's about how you present yourself into the world. It's about your leadership qualities. It's about being authentic to your true self. And with the 0 that comes in as the energy from the primordial and source energy, and 1 followed with that, I do feel that your individuality is going through a shift, meaning that things that you value are really coming out to the surface, and you're going to be able to express this and take more of a leadership role. And I feel like partnerships with 101, that's what I'm feeling is partnerships. 2 aligned people with the 1s and the 1s and the 0 in the center. It feels like more of an aligned partnership. So if you've been waiting patiently for something, like some sort of results, patiently in your work, you've been waiting, you've been working hard to get a promotion, you've been waiting, like for instance, I'm thinking about entrepreneurs, right? So you started something, you've been putting your time and effort, and you've been waiting to see that, take off, and it's just been kind of bumpy. Or in your health, if it's been bumpy and you've been waiting to see some sort of positive results or positive things take place in your love life, is something going to shift, or am I going to be in this loopy cycle of toxicity and negative people and low vibrational people? Why am I attracting that? Right? Or in your twin flame journey, is there going to be something that's going to be to the next level? So I am seeing that the wait is nearly over. The wait is nearly over. Okay, you are next up in line. The universe has things lined up for you perfectly, because that's what I was feeling like. You're next up. And when you're next up, doors are opening for you. That's what happened. Doors were opening, and I waited when they said, okay, your wait time is so short. And as soon as I did, she was ready to receive me. As soon as I was done with that, the next one came in and they took me, and I didn't have to wait. And the doctor came and saw me right away. Everything was just happening. Okay, so if all this time I was just like mulling around and wondering why things are percolating and not happening, things were actually percolating and things were happening. Okay, so universe has a lot of things that are lined up for you. Alignment and divine timing is now, the wait is nearly over. I told you I saw the sunrise on that pathway. So the pathway you're on, it may not show you all the abundance in this second and in this moment you get your whatever your heart's desire is, but it is opening up to that. The wait is over. You're going to begin to see that. You're going to begin to see the appreciation. You're going to begin to see the positivity. You're going to begin to see clarity. You're going to begin to see that you are on point and you are on your purpose. I like that. Okay, so that was perfect. Almost coming to a close. Okay, then we have the sunflower. Yes. So a sunflower, I saw when I was looking at that sunflower, it was feeling like a very positive growth, that there is a positive growth cycle that's taking place in your life. Great amount of positivity, happiness, joy is coming into your life. So of course, sunshine, abundance, a lot of optimism. And the thing that was coming to me when I was looking at that sunflower was a faith. And the moment the word faith comes, this is like so wild and weird. I want to say it. That George Michael song always pops in my head, and perhaps there is something in the lyrics. I don't remember the whole lyrics, but it's like, you gotta have faith, right? You gotta have faith. So I do feel that that's what the universe is saying. Continue to have faith. If you're losing hope and you're losing, like, I don't know when it's happening, I don't know when my glow up is, I don't know when I'm going to be in the spotlight, I don't know when I'm going to have the abundance all these people behind me have already gone up. Baby, have faith, because the door that's going to open for you is going to be the door that's only meant for you, with all that's universe has lined up for you. Let them go where they're going. Let them go get their glow up. Let them go where they're going. You're flying high. You're flying to where you're meant to go. That's your path. So focus on your pathway. Okay? So that was that. And sunflower is the bringer of joy. All right. Now, final, as I close out this reading, is the word community was popping. So perhaps some of you are going to be doing some work in the community that's going to impact you. Perhaps it's a community where you'll be meeting somebody, or it'll be in a community setting. I feel like that you're going to see a positive shift and a growth. Okay, take it how it resonates, but the word community was coming. Maybe you're thinking of starting some sort of a community as a part of the social service, or as a business part of a community, but there is a community that is having and playing a positive and a positive impact in the next stage of your life. Okay, so the word access and accessible came in multiple times, and I smiled and I put it down. Okay, so when I was in India, I did a course which is called Access Bars. So from Access Bars Consciousness, I am an Access Bars practitioner. And the moment I saw the word access, I just had like this big, like, woozy smile on my face. And then they said, Archana, focus, it's not what you did. And then another time the word access and accessible came. So where access was once denied for you, okay? Doors are opening. Did I not say that doors are going to be opening? The wait is nearly over. And another cool and a fun, accessible message that was coming in was, not everybody's going to have access to you. You're not going to be that accessible to the whole wide world, meaning that toxic people and the negative, etc., there's a shielding around you. Not happening, not accessible, off the tables, off the chart, not, you can't have access. But the big message for you is you are going to be granted that access. You're going to be given that key. When you slide that key, or you put that in the door to unlock it, the door that you're unlocking, or that is being granted to you, is handmade specifically for you. Okay, so that's another message. Final 3 messages coming forth. Laugh. I was laughing. I'm like, laugh? You want me to talk about laugh? Yeah. Laughter is a great therapy. Some of you have not been laughing about things in life. I mean, I don't want to show you what's happened to my foot. And I'm like playing with the doctor and telling him, dude, there's a wedding coming up in the family, and I spent a ton load of money on my Indian outfit. I can't wear a boot and looks all sexy with that. He goes, we're going to get you on track. And here I am. I mean, this is part of life. This is part of what it is. So laugh it out. Laugh out on difficulties and situations. It's very, very hard, because I tend to get serious and bogged down. But that was the past. This is the new Archana. I'm accessing new levels of consciousness, and I'm allowing my playful side to come forth. Okay? So laugh a little bit more. Whatever that message is, you need to laugh a little bit more. Joy is a wonderful creator anyway. All right, final message, final 2 messages. Something about motorcycles, man. I don't know. There were these Harley Davidsons that were coming up. First I saw the Eagle, and then I saw all these Harleys. I'm like, that's cool. Okay, so maybe you guys some of you like I don't know, riding a motorcycle. You own a motorcycle, so there must be something specific in this message here for you. Or someone's going to come in and see you at a motorcycle. You're going to be working with it. No clue about that one. I'm just going to throw the word motorcycle. Whatever that has a reference for you, because it will have a different meaning. But the mega message for the entire collective were the birds on that. Okay, so that was again with the spreading of the wings. Okay, so that's what I see. And the final message on this was number 33. 3 are about optimism. 3s are about creation. Remember I showed you the biohazard sign, right? The left brain, the right brain, and we're opening up to receive. That was the energy of 3. So balancing your polarities, balancing your masculine with the feminine, meaning learning when to open your arms to receive the help, and learning when you're going to be taking action and working with the spirit and not pushing through, not resisting, not pushing through like I have to get this when the universe is saying, wait. So you allow yourself to work with the spiritual realm. So you're going and riding the waves rather than trying to, you know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. Okay, so that's that. And final message is 3 + 3 is number 6. And we are in the year 2022, which carries the vibration of number 6. And 6s are about balance. 6s are about harmony. 6s are about moving away from conflict. 6s are about making heartfelt choices, okay? Moving towards destined partnerships, moving towards your destiny. So this was the message that came through. It was interesting. I have never done a reading. How do I put it? Through receiving the messages from my environment. I do them during the readings. I've never done a full reading with that. And I thought that was like awesome. I enjoyed it. So here I am sending you a lot of love and light. So if you're coming to my channel for the first time, you're seeing me all goofy. But as channelers, as we are open ourselves, we open our consciousness to receive the guidance and connect our antennas or whatever you have in the spiritual realm, you're going to receive the guidance in that. So hopefully there'll be something here for you. I send you guys all love and light. If you like my content, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share the content, help my channel to grow. And I'm going to be seeing you soon, and I'll be talking to you soon. You take care, okay? Bye.